Welcome back to Make Money Online. Ripple has penned signatures with 15 new clients despite the lawsuit. That's what we'll be talking about today. But first, like and subscribe to this channel for more videos. The SEC filed a class action lawsuit against Ripple and a couple of its executives on December 22nd. In its filing, the regulator alleged that Ripple has raised $1.3 billion in unregistered securities offerings since 2013. At this point, it's very well known that Ripple is the most accomplished when it comes to forming partnerships and breaking into the existing business world. After all, it is a project the target market of which is primarily made up of financial institutions. Even so, the sheer quantity and quality of the partnerships is staggering, considerably outshining anything that other projects have established. There's a certain unmatched recognition that Ripple possesses, and a certain amount of that must undeniably come from a veritable utility of Ripple's banking solutions. It wouldn't have attracted these players if it weren't actually good. Ripple's executives have also been cozying up to some insiders in the financial industry, like Christine Lagarde, the International Monetary Fund Managing Director and the Chairman of the European Central Bank. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO, has compared the platform to Swift 2.0, a comparison that's been warmly received. Indeed, the slew of successful pilot programs and the general warming of the sentiment towards distributed ledger technologies bodes well for Ripple and XRP, which holds an iron grip on this niche of the market. The few that utilize other solutions are just that, a few. Even within this small group, the majority of solutions are independently created by the financial institution. JP Chase is a good example of this. While companies building their own blockchain solutions is something we'll increasingly see in the years to come, these solutions may not be able to keep up with that of Ripple's itself, simply because Ripple has a dedicated business and technical development team that already entrenched itself deeply in the financial system. Why spend resources on an internal solution, at least if it focused on the same pain points, when you can leverage an already existing solution that has a significant number of institutions, over 200 at this point, using it? But what kind of partners are we talking about? The financial institutions that make up the Ripple net include a diverse set of entities, including central banks, private banks, remittance firms, brokerages, and payments providers. It's indeed very much an upgrade over the existing Swift messaging system, which is bogged down by lengthy transaction times, expensive processing fees, and uncertainty in transaction execution. Ripple's three products, XRapid, XCurrent, and XVia, have all been merged into being on the Ripple net, which, as I mentioned, has demonstrably proven itself to be better than Swift in every which way possible. If Ripple didn't have solutions that worked, no one would be on RippleNet. These partners now have a worldwide network upon which they can rely on to facilitate international transactions. It's a win-win for all stakeholders involved. Despite being hit with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's $1.3 billion lawsuit, blockchain payments firm Ripple continues to grow and sign new customers, according to the company's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. The company reached 12 million users via the XRP ledger and the Interledger protocol, and works with more than 40 companies committed to the utility of XRP, including Coil, Fort, BRD, BitPay, and Flare. In his comments, he wrote that 2020 was a banner year for Ripple, despite a disappointing ending related to the U.S. regulation. The company processed millions of RippleNet transactions, grew on-demand liquidity 12 times year over year, and signed 15 new customers after the SEC complained. Even after the SEC's lawsuit was officially filed, the company continued to close new customer deals at the rate of 2 per week. With these additions, Ripple is now seeing more customers than ever before in the same report. As for Ripple Labs, 2020 saw the addition of over 100 new faces to the Ripple team, including several leadership members with strong backgrounds from Apple, PayPal, Amazon, Tesla, and Twitter. It also welcomed a new board member, Sandy O'Connor, former Chief Regulatory Affairs Officer at JP Chase. She will provide Ripple with advice on key government regulations and regulatory initiatives as Ripple pushes for the regulatory clarity in the U.S. There's been an increasing demand for digital financial services and payments operations in Asia-Pacific. This has propelled the adoption of RippleNet amongst the region's many SMEs, fintechs, and PSPs further. The number of deals signed in 2020 were up 80% year over year, and there was a 1,700% growth in transactions. The initial effect of the lawsuit had been that XRP's market capitalization reduced drastically by 63%, and it still keeps shrinking. In total, the token's market cap dropped from around $27 billion prior to the lawsuit to roughly $12 billion today. In their turn, most major exchanges have either delisted or halted the trading of XRP. Will Ripple replace Swift? An important question, but an easy one to answer in my opinion. Yes, the ball is already rolling. The pace at which the banks are joining, testing, and praising Ripple and its solutions is so evident that the contrary argument cannot be taken seriously. Ripple is one of the earlier projects in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space, and its continued survival, growth, and acceptance is a testament to the fact that it's a legitimate solution to modern banking solutions. In addition to the obvious benefits of time and cost savings that is generally spoken about a lot in crypto discussions, Ripple also provides partner institutions on-demand liquidity. So instead of having to pre-fund destination accounts with the local currency, XRP can be used. This means quicker settlements, lower costs, and better exchange rates. If you ask me, it's not a question of whether Ripple will replace SWIFT. It's happening already. XRP analysis. XRP formed a bullish reversal pattern and was set to test at the 30 cents level of resistance over the next few days. After the sharp rally of the past few days, XRP has entered a minor correction. If things improve, the bulls will make one more attempt to thrust the XRP-USD pair above the 40 cents resistance and resume the uptrend. If they manage to do that, the next stop could be the psychological resistance at 50 cents. On Friday, January 29th, the XRP price is growing actively, trading at 27.5 cents. XRP keeps trading near 23.6% Fibonacci. We can currently suppose that after the sideways movement is over, the quotations will go on upwards. The aim of the growth is 38.2% and then 61.8% Fibonacci. The MACD histogram keeps growing, while its signal lines are heading for zero, which is another signal for the end of the pullback. Upon winding it up, the quotations can leave for the previous goal of 52 cents. With the sharp spike today, we're waiting to see if the trend will attain a bullish appearance. If it can sustain the price above 28 cents, the XRP-USD pair could rise to 38 cents and then 50 cents. This is an important support to watch out for because a break below it could signal the bulls are fully back in the game. Ripple finally bought a share in the subsidiary of a Japanese financial giant MoneyTap. By the plan of the blockchain company, from now on the development of services and applications will become even faster. After the merger with MoneyTap, 2 representatives of Ripple will join the board of directors of the Japanese counterpart. Apart from Ripple, MoneyTap has 38 more shareholders. The MoneyTap app is based on the RippleNet and is being introduced into Japanese banking system actively. In MoneyTap, they're now busy introducing a strict identification system with a biometric-based login procedure. The launch is scheduled for spring. With time, all the members of the Japan Bank Consortium are expected to join the system by MoneyTap. Ripple is very keen on the Japanese market, mostly because of its capacity. Moreover, Japan is special in terms of its immaculate clearness of regulative rules, which is among the key developmental issues for Ripple. This move is expected to reinforce the move of XRP as it aims to bounce off the support at 25 cents and hit as high as 40 cents. The quotations are forming another correction near the support level of 23.6 Fibonacci. The price might soon bounce off it and head for 38.2%, then to 61.8%. The chart has formed a golden cross near 20 and keeps going horizontally, giving yet another signal for the end of the correction. In the nearest future, the pair can be back with an ascending dynamic, aiming at the same point as on the larger time frame, that is 52 cents. When XRP-USD reaches the higher targets, it has to consolidate how it will move from there. And if there comes a possible stabilization that cannot be passed away, or XRP-USD sets up to form further bearish movements, for now we should consider the new formation coming up next time, and when this happens, the target's to be reached. This chart shows 3 conditions for investors to buy into XRP. The first condition is that SEC provides a clear direction on the lawsuit with Ripple. Secondly, it predicts that XRP must break above the uncertainty triangle before it will rise. And finally, XRP must consolidate after a breakout to create a new support at a high of about 82 cents. You might have to hold on a bit longer for this to happen. Remember this, the greater the resistance, the greater the rewards. Regardless of regulatory uncertainty and the SEC lawsuit in the US, Garlinghouse is positive about 2021, acknowledging the continued strong support from customers and expressing optimism that 2021 will be even more successful than the previous year. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. What is your opinion on holding XRP? Let us know in the comments below. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of the videos on your screen. See you next time.
Hollywood car share.